All right, we on. So I'm hoping that we'll get this is definitely a new platform for me. So I'm hoping that we will get all of the comments from Facebook on here. I'm not really sure. Not really sure. So maybe so. All right, welcome y'all. And if you want to, you can change your name on here so that people can find you on your Instagram, Facebook, or however. I do believe I kind of want to get on here and do a sneak peek to make sure that I can see us on here. Let's see. On
I just
Facebook.
accidentally clicked on the link on Facebook and we are live. They can see us.
Wow. Okay, look, cheers. I can't find the
This is live. This is not a test.
This is real. This is real. We made it. Okay, we live. Finally. It just took forever. Oh, we got 20 member requests. Y'all know that? Hey, we had 0 earlier. We have 20. That's a lot. I'm gonna accept
I'm
all.
excited. Let's go.
Let's get it. Hey, Salita. It's showing. Oh, y'all can't see them.
Hey, Lita.
I have to do it.
Hi.
Oh, there we go.
Hi, Salita.
Hey, Lita.
Hey. I was gonna give it a little time just so we can get Karina on here and of course let everybody see Jade. There we go. We have 9 viewers. That's pretty cool, right?
Yes.
Just so we can get Oh, you over there cheating.
I'm trying to share it with people, but it was being difficult.
Got you. Oh, here we go. I see it. That's really cute, actually. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all, we are still waiting on Karina. Here she is. Add to stream. Let's go. It say I'm echoing. Oh, that's because Shanice had her phone on to the live.
Catch it off.
I don't have earrings and stuff on, y'all. I've been at work all day and I'm tired. So don't judge me.
These disclosures.
You look beautiful.
Thank you, babe. Karina, can we hear you?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, mic check. We hear you, babe. You good.
Okay.
You good. Let's see. All right, cool. So our topic for this week, first of all, let me say thanks to all y'all that are on here. I would give y'all some time to introduce yourselves, but maybe we can do that as we flow. We've been doing this for what, 5 months now? This is season 2,
Wow.
episode 7. We had 12 episodes in our first season, just getting us prepared to engage with women of different perspectives, different walks of lives, different states, different age groups. Like most of the people on here did not even know each other prior to Girl Talk. We do this every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for Shanice and the Georgia people. We talk about, of course, who is this Gabrielle? She's not supposed to be on here. Shanice, if you can you share the live to our group message?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go on mute so it doesn't echo.
Okay, that's good. So every week, I know there's women out here that want to know what we're doing. We go live. Well, we usually use Zoom, but we're gonna use this platform now because it allows us to speak and be streamed to 2 and 3 different platforms at one time, and we needed that considering how many we had to post stuff on different places, and we go live like 4 hours. So this platform gives us the space we need, and we can reach more people. Secondly, we created this group so that we can share our perspectives with each other. A lot of us don't deal with a whole lot of females. We don't like, we are friendly, but we don't just, what would you say, connect, partner with anybody. We found a safe place that we can come and be free and talk about topics, good topics, healthy topics, so that we can grow and develop into the women that God created us to be. Um, Tonight we'll be talking about relation. And if y'all want to go ahead and start, we can. We have Karina, we have Jasmine. I don't know if y'all can see their names on here. I would like for them to be there. Alex, Jasmine, Shanice, Sophia, and myself. We're gonna start off with Jasmine because you talked about you have insight on the terminology itself. What is relation and the origin of it? And if y'all have questions and comments, feel free to comment. Feel free to share this post. Feel free to ask what you want to ask. If you got your wine, I advise you right now to get your cup, fill it up, because we're gonna go on a ride. We get real deep here, okay? And Alex is very philosophical, so it might take a little.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
And we love it. And Robin, you right there with it.
That's my business on live. We working together. We inspire each other. We stay positive. We transmute negative energy. Anybody, you got it. It's fine. Shoot it to us. We know what to do with it. We motivate each other and we stay strong. And we're gonna keep pushing. What'd you say, Karina?
No, I was just saying, like, this is being shared to Facebook because there's a lot of people that whenever I told them about the topic being coming up for discussion, they were so interested and wanted to ask a lot of questions to these topics.
Well, that's really good. I'll make sure that I post have their comments pop up on the screen so that you got any questions. I don't care how bizarre, how crazy. We don't judge. We like to the best of our ability, and our names on here. If you want one specific person to answer, just say what you need to say. All right, go ahead, Jasmine. Kick in. Let's go.
All right. So I was in charge of looking up some terms for the meaning of relationship as well as its origin. So for relationship, I found it's the state of being related or interrelated, as in corresponding or relevance to each other. The relation connecting or binding participants in a relationship, such as a specific instance or type of kinship, whether that means blood or marriage, etc. A state of affairs existing between those having relations or dealings. Mm-hmm. Also, the origin of relationship. When I was looking up where the origin originated from, it kept taking me back to relation. So relation is something that took place around the 1400s. It wasn't, and at that time, relations, for example, it meant the way in which two or more concepts, objects, or people are connected, or the state of being connected. It wasn't until around the 1700s, around 1744, when relationship was actually recorded or being used, so to speak. During that time, relationship was quoted as specifically or of romantic or sexual relations. And of course, it's extended into a whole different meaning up until now.
Got you. So, is it safe for me to, y'all don't judge me. Now, I looked on Facebook and I didn't like that I ain't got no eyelashes on, so I have to do something about that. I'm thinking I'm crazy, I know. But what does that mean to you, Jasmine? Like, given your philosophical, the etymology of the term that you were given, a lot of people they heard you, but they couldn't hear you. If that makes sense. Could you elaborate on what that looks like for you and paint us a picture? Because a lot of people are visual learners, and I kind of want to see what you see. What does
as far as relations?
What does that mean to you?
For me, relations is anything that I'm connected to, whether it be my day-to-day life with my coworkers, my family, my friends, my lifestyle, God. Like it's just something that's connecting me.
That's so good. We can tie that around.
Bring it back.
Run it. Okay. So my topic is connection, connectivity. What that looks like. When I think of a connection, I'm thinking about something that is linked, something that is like glue. It's the substance in between point A and point B. It's that common denominator between one entity and the next. So that connection is the common thing that draws us together. Yeah. Whether it's building financial stability, financial wealth, whether it's building partnership, whether it's building love, whatever it may be, that's where you come together in that mesh, that blend is what makes you compatible. And what I mean by compatible is the capability to blend well. So when you are compatible with someone, then the same things that you like, they like or want to learn about, they are intrigued about, they're adding to it, or they're putting insight onto it and giving. It's a reciprocity. Yes. Go.
You know my brain. If I don't say it, I don't want to interrupt you, but slow. But I have to say it, or I won't remember. So, with that, you said that y'all have to like the same thing. So basically, y'all are on the same polar spectrum. Mm-hmm. But what if we don't like the same thing, or we don't like something the same way? Do that make us not be attracted?
No.
Sometimes opposites attract, right?
Absolutely.
I like the fact that you don't like what I like. Like
absolutely.
You don't, and
sometimes it has to be that way because you're only there for a certain purpose. You're only there, okay, if I only need a best friend. Mm-hmm. That's it. I don't need a financial advisor. I don't need somebody to come do my hair. None of that. You are here to be my best friend, and that's your sole purpose. That's what we have to relate to.
True. And it's like you have hired on a maid, and all of a sudden she's telling you how to raise your kids. First of all, you're here to cook. Yes. Or to clean. You're not here to tell me how to raise my kids, and that's where that'll go into healthy relation. That is not healthy. Healthy relation is where I'm sorry, were you done, Alex?
You can go.
Okay, healthy relation is where we for me, relation is not a relationship. You know, it's not just between human and human, or between a man and a woman, or a woman and a woman, or it's how you relate to your finances. How do you relate to your education? How do you relate to parenting? How do you relate to God? You know, how does God relate to you? How do you utilize these things back and forth? It's an exchange in information and energy.
A good question.
So
I mean, that's a question that stumped me multiple times when she has asked me, and I'm like, ooh, that is a really, I mean, because that question can be answered so many different ways depending on the aspect. I mean, sorry, excuse me, talking about real big words and stuff.
No, you good.
But I'm
take your drink because
I'm like, good. Like this topic.
Well, we got a comment.
Like,
anybody want to tell?
Like y'all making, like y'all very mature when y'all talking. Like normally, like if somebody immature or hasn't went through anything to be able to answer these questions or maturely, they would just say something very dumb and like very off topic, like something that's like besides the point, something about drama, and y'all literally coming with
it's
like
not really
responses with this. And
true. Sorry. But we have those times too. And as we progress forward, you'll see that we have those moments where, and it's not that we've experienced more, it's just that you're learning to focus, you're learning to listen, to understand, and speak to be understood. And that's important when you are communing with other people. Why are we doing this? What is the connection? What is the relative? What is the relation between the two of us? Because if we're here to learn and grow and develop, we got to understand. If we don't understand, there's no connection. And therefore, we'll be sitting in the car with each other and we ain't connected. We can't pass information.
Bluetooth.
We can't sexually to understand what you're saying unless you can do some weird stuff sexually. You know, you're going to have to be able to speak. You're going to have to be able to use your hands to draw. You're going to have to be able to communicate in ways that you can't limit to one way, you know, and that's important when if your motive is growth and development. You got to find ways to commune with the people that you connect or things that you connected with. And for me, not to get too biblical, but when they say you can speak to a mountain and it'll move, mountains don't speak English. Mountains speak energy. So when I walk in the room, mountains move. Conversations change because she here. You're not gonna do that because I'm here. My energy is not. That ain't no. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the same thing with relation. You know how you relate is what energy are you giving off that shift in the things that you connected to. You know, it's like my finances respond to me because this is who I am. And the same way I talk to you, that's how I talk to them. The same way I talk to kids is the same way I talk to adults. My energy should not shift or change regardless of my atmosphere. I change the atmosphere. Anyway, next.
There's a question, Robin.
I'm hot. This wine kick it in.
Lita has a, she put.
Oh, sorry, y'all. That was me.
Oh, there's a few.
No, there's another question after Salita's.
Okay, did we answer that one already? I don't think you have to answer the same thing. That's a good point too, Salita. You don't have to like the same things. And you're right. Sometimes you don't know what you like till you get it. And you like, you know what? I don't even like that. And then the best thing is that you can identify that you don't like those things. So that part of you can shed off and accept the fact that, you know what? I made a mistake. I did not like that. You know, and we did it and it was cool. And I accept that it happened. But it won't happen again because that's a part of me that I'm going to leave here. Door shut. Bye. That won't happen again. So you learning. It ain't a loss. It's you learn. All right. Do you feel you have to be sexually attracted to your partner for your relationship to work? Me personally, I think you have to be attracted to your partner for it.
Yes. Yes.
It may not
have to be attracted.
Right.
I would want to express my appreciation and gratitude sexually to him because that's my form of art. However, I don't have to be sexually attracted. Like, ooh, you just no. It's just your whole
that can grow. You can grow.
Yes, I was about to say that can
as long
come.
as that person, you look at him and be like, you sure looking nice today.
Yeah.
That's
just, you know what I'm saying? It grows.
Did you just say a big word? Come here. You said a new one. You never said that before.
But if you aren't sexually attracted to that person, I don't think a partnership is going to work. I mean, a different form of partnership will work, but as in like forming a relationship, as in trying to be someone's spouse, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a girl, you know, whatever rocks your boat, it's not going to work. Because at a certain point, that person's going to want to cross that bridge. And if you're not willing to cross that bridge because you don't find them sexually attractive, then what are we doing?
But it's not really sexually attractive for me. I'm demisexual. So you gotta use my brain first. You gotta know how to talk to me, walk with me, and touch me in ways that your hands can never do. Your body can't do shit for me. You know, I agree. I like it, and sexual attraction is real, but I'm not sexually just off the top sexually attracted to someone. Physically.
But what I'm saying is, once they do what they need to do to get you there, you all in.
Or if
the person can't even get you there, what's the point of it? You know what I'm saying? If they can't stimulate you in that type of way, you just want somebody to go eat with and kiki.
You're right. And that should be verbalized. That should definitely be verbalized from the jump. Look, I just want to kiki. That's it. Not even ha-ha. Kiki.
Right.
Okay. Thank you. Here's another question, you guys. Since we are women, we look for men to have certain finances or accomplishments to feel we have a catch. Do you feel that our standards are sometimes too high? That's why it's more single women.
Okay.
Let me just,
Got their hand raised.
at one
let me
time.
get this out. Let me get this out myself. Let me just get
Jasmine,
this out
come
myself.
help me with this one, because I don't know.
Shanice had her hand raised first, and then I can go second.
Okay.
I don't think our standards are too high. What I think we fail to realize is we all live in the same economy. We all are kind of on the same playing field. So sometimes we want our men to be way up here because that's where our grandparents were, or our grandfather was, our dad was when our moms were just starting out. And we forget the history of how that was built.
And that's
So
true.
sometimes I feel like we're so hard on our men when it's like, hey, I'm trying. Like, and then we don't give them the slack of their trying. Now there are some men that don't be trying.
Hold up, wait a minute, Alex.
And I'm not saying shift your standards.
Alex? They try. They're trying. You gonna let that slide?
That's why.
Knock that thing out of there.
I think there are some men that are trying or doing, or what I say, they're making the steps.
Every attempt counts. Every step counts. Whether
We
it's
just
a
don't give
failed
them
one,
that.
You did
you
this.
learn from it, everything counts.
Yep, ain't no trying. Even if he didn't
You
make
don't
it, he made it to wherever the hell he made it to. If out the bed that day, get that nigga a cracker, some cookies, something. He did it. You know, you doing it. You doing it, and just keep. You ain't trying. There's no such
And I
thing.
have that conversation with younger women all the time because they feel like they're supposed to have so much at a younger age. It's like, baby, y'all just got out of high school. How you think you're gonna have a BMW and a house, 5-bedroom and 3-bed? Like, give him just a little money.
It's possible.
Let him read the thing.
Something.
It's possible.
Tap in, Alex. Tap in.
It's possible. I'm looking at possibility.
Hey,
because I'm 24.
Hey,
I'm a homeowner.
Yes.
Like my car is paid for.
No debt.
So none.
Oh my God. All right.
Right. But
thank you, Lord.
so since you are a homeowner and you're 24, like if you're looking for a man, are you expecting him to match up your accomplishments, Rita?
I expect for him to have the mindset to grow with me.
Yes.
Oh, so you out here looking for a man, first of all.
Yes.
First of all, we're not talking about that.
Hey, Karina, your sister is trying to get on, and I don't know. Can you tell her how to get to it on?
How to like select the correct place? Because I didn't think
it's all good.
Okay, because no, she can't get on here, but she has to get on the webpage.
Yeah, I can tag her.
Yeah, I want to tap into that as well. Like, just speaking from my experience, my husband didn't have it all. Like, he didn't have the finances for real. He had a steady job that he was working at for years, but he didn't have it all. But I seen that he was trying, and within that, like, we were able to come together and form a plan, and from there we grew. So I mean, he didn't have the finances in order. He was in debt. So I mean, I don't feel like, unless that's you have your right to have your own standards, and I don't feel like no one should tell you different. Like, if you have standards, that's fine.
Facts.
Just make sure you're matching the frequency of your standards.
Yes.
Exactly. And then you said something about we be so hard on these men, but we were talking about relations. How you are within yourself is how you reflect onto everything else. Because how you do anything is how you do everything. And a lot of us so hard on ourselves that
but
we don't
not always
be hard on everybody else.
Sometimes it's just the standards that we want. And we feel like I should have this.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I'm different. I've never.
This is a different breed of women we talking to. But I talk to a lot of girls, and I'm like, you crazy because you want this, and baby, you ain't even got half of it.
All right, so like I have two certain standards to me. So yeah, what she's saying is the first standard. Like, okay, so for someone older within like 5 years from me, I'm hoping they're on the right track where they do have a legal job and they're not out here, like selling drugs, getting caught up in the streets.
Why that man can't sell drugs?
Gold. Huh?
Why that man can't sell drugs?
Don't do it. Don't get caught up in that.
Look, but there's somebody who I ain't trying to go through that prison situation no more. That was like a real tough one. But anyways, so yeah, I got like two standards. So yeah, someone that's like 5 to 6 years older than me. I'm 26. So I'm really hoping like they do have like a steady income where, you know, they have something coming in and also a goal within that, you know, the point, like not just making money and paying bills. Like you want to do something, not take trips and out of the country type stuff, but like literally, like, do you want to be a business? Okay, but that comes into the second thing of my standard.
Can I help you right there?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. If you find a man, if you're looking for stability, you have to find a man who's stable within himself, and he'll attract stability.
That's what I mean.
Whatever you're looking for, he has to be it. He can't be looking for it too, and you can't be looking for something on an exterior realm when you got to have it inside you, and everything stable gonna come to you.
Okay, like, so the second thing though, Rob, I'm sorry, I don't mean.
No, you good. No, I cut you off, so you good.
Oh, okay. Okay, so like the second thing too. Now, if the person is much older than me, then whenever I go for that type of man, then I see as which he looks as if the situations he's in, I see better. Like he should be better. Like he should have more motivation. He should have this like. How can I put it? Like, I'm not saying
them old men don't be having it together either. They don't be
right. Yeah.
Some of our daddies ain't got it together. My daddy got it together.
My daddy do too. But
daddies ain't got it together. I be like, Lord, your daddy's
what? I feel like age don't have nothing to do with any of that. My husband's 5 years older, but he got it together. But you see some men and they're like almost 40 and they still don't have it together. They don't know what they want
together. Yes, they don't want it together. They think they got it together.
Yeah, it's like how the fuck?
That's scary.
And they content with it. They fine. Yeah.
Like, why you been doing the stuff you've been doing? Like your life ain't over with. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how long you gonna live. So like continue to do something with yourself, sir.
But they getting by. That's how they like to live life. So it's just like them the ones you skip by.
And you think I'm about to be sitting at home? Motherfucking ESPN? Hey, making your food. I'm making the food on a real plate now. It ain't gonna come on no paper plate and no plastic fork. But goddamn, I give you the real fork.
Don't sleep on paper plates. We like paper plates around here and paper forks.
Corinthian, don't do this right now, Corinthian. Don't do this right now. You know, there gotta be my twin brother.
Yeah, somebody said that men so childish they want women to take care of them. Well, I don't mind taking care of you.
Oh, yes.
I like to take care of mine, but my care is not spoiling you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean.
Hold on, y'all. We got 2 or 3 little things going on. Wait a minute. Hold up. I dated older men, and the one I got now is got it together more than he did. Hey, praise God.
Yes. I can vouch for that.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, Lita.
Okay.
I have something to say.
What does together look like on one accord?
Absolutely.
On one accord, headed in the same direction. And it ain't forward, it's higher.
9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Higher. We going up. Ain't no forward. That's a perpetual cycle of the same stuff with a different perspective. Okay, maybe. But we going higher. Higher, higher, and higher. Somebody else says that they dated older men and he was really childish. Trust me, I understand.
It doesn't make the age range.
And they think.
It's because they think that.
You weren't.
Like, ain't nobody complained before. I'm like, nah, sir.
They said.
No. That pH balance out, baby. That pH balance out.
Okay, well, look, since we're talking about off balance pHs and things, go ahead and get him the rundown on the toxic. How do we know how do you know when? What did I say? What are the signs of toxic relations? That's what it is.
Okay, so toxicity means to me, let me see. One, I am going to bring up relations and other scenarios, like 3 of them. But the first one has to do with relationship. Because us as emotional creatures, yes, we can from the universe and chakra and things like that, but a man can be very draining emotionally. So I feel like toxicity is when something or a person can sit there and tell you like what you're wanting out of something that's more than what they can give, and they're telling you that's impossible. That's toxic to me. If I'm sitting here telling you I can see, I want this and that and the third, and you're telling me no, that's impossible, and you're being complacent, I feel like that's toxic. And then when it comes down to, let's see, as we brought up finances, like if you're sitting here spending, as we talked about before, if you're sitting here talking about, okay, your income is so and so much amount of money, and you're going literally over that balance just to make your life amazing for social media, or just to be out, like to outstand someone else, that's toxic as hell. Like trying to be better than the next person, that doesn't help. It's really about building everybody around you, especially women too, and men, whoever it is, he, she, whatever. But also with yourself in general, like, because you can't even help your own self. Like I know with me, with parenting, like me getting so wrapped up when I was in college. Well, I just graduated in May with computer
Right.
science. Yeah, and my server
Congrats.
administration and my network server, all they cheated.
Okay.
But
Okay.
in that time frame, like it was hard as fuck. And you know, when I didn't find like correct outlets to be able to go to women like y'all, especially older women like y'all, to be able to
Hold
like
up.
get out
Wait a
that-
minute.
I
Oh,
ain't
women. Hold up. Let's leave it at the women. Like,
I
mental.
didn't
You
know,
know,
no, nobody.
It's all mental.
no,
I'm still in my
Y'all
prime.
know.
it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's okay. It's fine. It's all good.
It's all.
She was like,
I'm
wait.
like, you sure?
Look
Okay,
at
that's
Ellen.
fine.
She can't wait to exclude herself from the old man.
No.
I'm feeling like
That's
this. I
fine.
can take that back because y'all are powerful, y'all are strong in y'all vibes.
Thank
Like,
you.
I'm big
Thank
about
you.
vibes
Thank
and
you.
spirit.
I
Yes,
receive
man.
it. That sound like me.
Like
That
y'all
sound
are
like
so,
me.
like y'all are so powerful, and I can feel y'all through the phone. Like y'all really give me a lot of inspiration, especially like what I've been going through. That is very
Hey.
toxic, and I feel like, you know,
Karina, you have a question. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you have a question. Here it is right here.
There's a fly in my drink, FYI.
Oh, you need a drink out there. There you
Okay.
French.
Oh, it's that type of party. Oh,
well, I kind of saw the couple of them before then. Getting up to this one, she said, "Karina, give us an example of toxic."
Dun, dun, dun.
If y'all watch my lives, I'm very toxic to some people.
That's
but,
okay. That's okay. We're gonna be present, and we're gonna be in this moment right now.
Yeah.
You are growing and developing. You are glowing. You ain't toxic. All you doing right now is getting better. And I don't hear no toxic. I've heard no toxic.
oh.
Thank
I don't even know. You used to be toxic, but you got
Exactly.
good now. You in good hands. I don't know about all that. Now, what you do outside of here is you, but you good now.
Okay, so like I feel like when she is mentioning, like, you know, giving her example, it's really, if you have some goals you want to set, whether it's long term or short term, if you try to make up excuses, if you try to sidetrack it by some way, somehow doubting yourself personally, you know, whether it's physically where you want to, you know, diet, whether it's personally where you emotionally and mentally, or it's a big move or it's a big step, and you're trying your best to like find con outcomes to it, I feel like that's toxic personally, as just, you know, with your spirit wise, your soul. Like, I'm not talking about religion and stuff, but like literally, like that's very, very toxic. You trying to stop yourself from bettering yourself each day. Like literally, I try to do something different every single day, not just to keep my mind off of it, but to literally distract. Like not distract. Really do stuff I love, and I know it's gonna better me, and then sitting there dwelling on like, oh, woulda, coulda, shoulda is. I'm sorry, but woulda, coulda, shoulda is.
Yes.
You know, because I thought I would never. I know. Sorry.
Don't be sorry,
Of
man.
course, it's a part of growth. And you know, like with me, with my schooling, okay, whenever I found out I was, I ain't telling my business because everybody know this shit. Anybody fucking knows. Anyways, but when I found out I was 3 months pregnant, it was like very shocking to me. I felt like I couldn't go back to MTSU for criminal justice. So whenever I had literally put my foot down after being like misused and abused and all that stuff like that, letting all other extra stuff, toxic stuff get to me, I felt like I was giving up. So at the place I was like, okay, I need to find a way to get where I need to be. I'm going to get the degree. I'm going to make myself better than what I know I should be at this moment in the bricks. I call it the bricks, but it's projects. So, but, you know, there was nothing wrong with it. You know, so
what motivated you to break those cycles and patterns of learned behavior? Like, what motivated you, and what were some things that were positively influencing you in those moments? Instead of getting deeper into toxic, how did you come out of it? I already know what you're thinking, but I need you to answer.
Hey, yeah.
You can do it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Take time. We all can take a break.
Hey.
Get out of there. Tell me how you got out.
Like all bullshit aside, it was literally finding a different outlet. Literally finding a different outlet, and finally completing a goal. Like saying I started it and then attempted it, but didn't finish it. And when I finally finished that first one, that's when I was like, okay, I'm doing it. Yeah. And then also the outlet of speaking to other women. I literally shut off being around women, and that was with their head on straight, that literally have the same vibe as you, the same thinking, the intelligence, everything like that, and the motivation and determination. I'm like, oh my goodness. So once I did open that up and I allowed to get that motivation in, I mean, that's what happened. Like it's a day by day thing, of course. I mean, golly, it's a day by day thing. Especially when you did, but anyways, yeah.
It's super amazing that you found. It's super amazing that you, even in the midst of your own struggles or your own darkness or your own cloudiness, you were able to still see the light in others that drew you closer to your own light. And therefore you grew out of it. You outgrew certain things that had you cloudy or hazy and doing things that didn't make no sense at all. And I'm sure that played a major factor on how you viewed yourself as a woman, as a mother, as a student, you know, as a citizen, as a human, as a being, definitely a supreme divine being, you know, like things like that make you not even see yourself as divine anymore. You don't even identify with those terms. You know, you like, I don't even think I'm worthy of that. Like, I don't even want to think about that. That's another responsibility. And you get in a shut down state when in our reality, you got to grow. You got to grow and you got to glow because you have a child. Like, you got things that's banking on you to be, and not even have to be much of anything. You got to be Karina. You got to show up and deliver whatever it is you got, you know. And I think that's amazing that we get to watch you do that, you know. And from what I see, you are truly amazing because like, I can see her glow from here, and it ain't the lighting.
And it ain't the lighting.
Yes, thank you.
It was another comment. Sorry, I'm going slow. Okay,
it's
so
Robin. The other comment is up.
It's more?
Yes, she asked.
And I'm ready to hear Alex to say, I'm ready for her to go in because I know she ready.
Yes. Do you think we're taught more to be independent and that we really don't need no man?
Do you think we are taught to be more independent? I would like to answer this. So it's good to know what and who you are, what you like, what you don't like. To help. It's okay, since we're talking about relationship or relation, you have to know yourself. You have to understand yourself first. Be self-sufficient. So if all else do turn left, you're not in lack. So when you're dealing with, it's good to be independent.
Girl, I almost said, what's lack?
Yes.
I forgot. Wait.
Okay. Absolutely.
Lack. My bad. Been a minute. Remind me. Don't remind me.
Don't remind me. Okay.
Find something else. Who you talking to?
In general.
Oh, I ain't part of that.
I understand, but we're talking to everyone.
Oh, all right. My bad. Hey, y'all. Go ahead.
Okay, so when you dealing with that, you have to know what it is that you stand for and what you stand on. And you have everything you need. This person that you are wanting and to have that significant other as, they're supposed to add on to what you already building, what you already have set in place for yourself to go.
Sorry, y'all. I know all y'all got that. Didn't mean to do that. Go ahead.
But, that's pretty much what I want to say. So that person is to add on, not just get you. I don't know. It's just to add on. That's pretty much where I leave that at.
Okay. I want to speak from like my situation.
Speak, Lord.
I don't think my mom was a single mother, but not a single woman. So I grew up with a stepfather. But my mom was a single parent.
Ooh, that's there. Speak for itself, girl.
So I don't think I was specifically taught to be an independent woman. I think it's just the timing that we were raised in. And I'm not sure how old this person is, but I'm 31. So it was more so, I'm going to go get it. And we're not going to depend on this other person. Like, yeah, he's in the house and he does, what he needs to do. But I was always seeing my mom go get it. So I was the go-getter. I never quite depended on a man to do anything because at the end of the day, I got it. Even with me and my husband moved in together, I made sure that I could afford this rent if you decide you want to get up and leave.
Yes.
So I don't think we're so taught to be so independent. I think it's just what we've seen around us. And then we evolve our own thoughts of, you're not going to leave me out here looking crazy. And I think it's not about needing the man, but you want companionship, you want partnership, you want courtship with someone that's your equal.
Courtship.
Okay, say courtship.
Folks on here.
They say courtship. So just knowing you have your own, you don't gotta depend on that. And I think people always say you don't need a man. No, you don't need a man, but
you want one.
It would be nice.
Yeah.
But okay, and another thing I want to say is a lot of times, because we did talk about sexual attraction, a lot of times we think we want sex, when in our reality we want intimacy. And there's a major, I can't express how major the difference is between those two terms. Intimacy is not, it can be sexual. It can definitely be sexual, but it's not sex. Like, I don't understand why people think when you say intimate, you got to be physically frictioning. That ain't it. My pastor always say intimacy is into me I see. And that's for you to see me so deep, like, and still love me, love those parts of me. And sex is good, but there's a limit, that's an expression. That's not, and a lot of men don't understand that. And they want sex, but we want intimacy.
Yeah, I don't think they've been taught what intimacy is.
And you can say
some men
all day long, and they thinking you talking about go deeper physically. No, nigga, deeper, mentally, spiritually, financially, personally. Okay, what you say, Shanice? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying I don't think that certain men know what intimacy is. I think they just think, oh, okay, so intimacy, is that like foreplay before the sex? Like, no, fam, that's not what that is.
There are like 4 or 5 men on here. Can you elaborate on what intimacy is in your perception? From a young multi-millionaire Black woman who owns her own business, could you elaborate on the definition of the terminology intimacy? Thank you.
I'm just going to say what intimacy is to me, because I feel like each woman has her own intimacy level, which if you want to be someone's partner, you need to learn what their form of intimacy is. Like for me, I like time. I like Like me and my husband are really into Asian aliens. Me and him just sitting and me laying on his lap. To me, that's intimate. Like it's just us down here. The kids are asleep. We're watching one of our favorite shows. We're having conversations that I know nobody else can have with me because nobody want to talk about aliens.
I do. Me and Alex actually like to talk about aliens. What is wrong with that?
I just met Alex. I just had met her.
Okay.
We just became friends.
Okay.
But I mean, I think intimacy also goes with your love language.
Okay.
So, like, my love language is spending time, even though that quiz I took was real wrong. Mine's acts of service, spending time together. So to me, that's a form of intimacy. It's not like let's role play before I have sex. That's called foreplay.
Come on.
And that always doesn't lead to sex. If it does, hey, it does. But if not, you shouldn't be fine with having an intimate moment, intimacy with your partner. So that's just what intimacy is to me, what works for me.
Hey, right now in this moment, Shanice, manifest something on an intimate level. Can you do that? If not, I'll pass it to Alex. I'm sure she can.
Pass it to Alex, and now I'm all nervous.
Let's go. I want to hear it.
Intimacy, manifestation. Okay. So I am appreciative that I can come home to my significant other.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yes.
I'm cracking up.
There's a fly in here.
Oh no.
Hey.
Okay.
I wish I was you.
Bottoms up. Okay, so I love the way I come home and my significant other has water ran for me in the bathtub.
Yeah.
With rose petals, with my crystals surrounding the bathtub. I love that.
Ooh, what kind of crystal?
We got amethyst. Ooh. We got the rose quartz.
What amethyst do?
What is he white? Because honey, I'm talking to white.
Rose quartz.
Like he a good man.
Okay.
Is he white?
White.
Is he white?
Y'all got the same
one.
No.
Well, I'm
what do amethyst do?
Okay, for me, it is. Can we talk about rose quartz since we are in a relationship? Okay. Okay, so it attracts love. It attracts the intimacy. It brings that out of you.
You happen to have a visual? Or if it's too much, no worries.
Okay. Yes, but hold on. Let me see. Pick one, anyone. What are we doing? Which one? We got Lapis Lazuli. Okay, which one? Okay, but rose quartz. So what that does, these stones have the ability to enhance what already is inside of you. So with the rose quartz, it's to bring forth love, to bring forth the passion, to bring forth those inner desires that you want to act. And it helps. It's just a stimulation. It's the add-on effect.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Serena, can you manifest something into reality right now? I'm not can you. My apologies. Will you?
You didn't put me on the spot.
What does your desired bank account look like?
What'd you say?
I know you know how to role play. What does your desired bank account look like?
It's not numbers.
Check your balance. What does your balance look like?
But it's not numbers though.
Oh, it's not. It's infinite.
Basically, yeah.
I received it. I received a face card. Are you Karina? Are you Karina Wynn? I know you. Everything free. Said we would give. Yes, everybody's listening to you. Okay.
No.
Got you. Alex, you mentioned love language. Where were you when you said that? Where were you?
I believe Shanice was tapping into love language, where she's like, you have to know your partner's um love language to be able to have those conversations where you can communicate. And that also ties into the compatibility aspect of a relationship.
Dun, dun, dun. I ain't learned how to do that sound effects and stuff yet, but I would.
Okay. But yeah. So love language plays a major role when if you know a person loves to have quality time, but you buying flowers, you're not listening. You're not paying attention. So there's automatically going to be friction and a division between partners. So learning the love language of your significant other helps and aids in the growth, in the laying down the foundation of a healthy relationship.
Right.
And love languages can shift. So knowing that sometimes your partner loves to be showered with gifts, knowing where they're at certain times, the next couple weeks, they just want to be listened to. They don't want any gifts. They don't want to be showered. They just, hey, just listen to my thoughts. Help me process this. And communication would be that love language. So no, that's a good way to navigate.
Okay, let me first say hey to my dad because he's on here watching. I love you so much. You haven't called me in a couple days. Hey, and I'm drinking, so you may want to get off now. Sorry. We saying bad words.
We saying bad words.
Everybody said hi. We were talking about intimacy, and you were saying how it's the connection, and you were putting it in a relative form. But how do you identify with the blockages and the closed doors in a intimate relationship? How can you be intimate with someone who has a wall up?
Great question.
Whoever.
Okay.
Not everybody at once. And if y'all need to get off, that's fine too. Just go ahead and go.
So blockage is block. So as you're not going to get the full effect of what the person is wanting to give to you. So you're going to get a limited portion as long as you keep those blockages up, as long as you keep those doors shut, you're not going to get the full experience. However, sometimes those closed doors are closed for a reason. Sometimes, you know, when you're looking at a doorway. Now, blockages, they need to be removed because you're hindering yourself. You're not allowing a flow to even come through. So blockages need to be cleared out, but except where the door has been closed. In some occasions. So
y'all notice Alex ain't sipped nothing since we've been on here, since the toast. Okay. We done refilled our cups 3 times, and Alex over there just.
I want to refill mine so bad, but I don't want to have to be the camera.
Some of mine. Here you go. Put your cup.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I also think that dealing with that is when you have to be an adult and you need to start communicating.
Yes.
And the earlier you form lines of communication, the better.
True.
Because, like Alex said, sometimes these blocks and these doors are closed for a reason. And I want to know what the reason is. If I'm trying
me too. I'm waiting.
A relationship, either it's a friendship, a partnership, a business, anything, like I need to know what's going on and why this is this way. So that for one, I don't do it to you. And then for 2, I understand why, okay, we may have to pause this moment. This may not go as I planned it because something is wrong in your head.
And also, with that being said, you have to ask God to help you be prepared for the reveal.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm listening to y'all and I'm like, is these women drunk or what? Because I feel like I'm in another room. First of all, if you show me number one, if you show me that you done closed the door, I don't want to know why. I don't care why. Because for one, you don't identify with my worth. If you just shut a door on me, 9 times out of 10, either you trying to protect me from you or protect me from you. And I don't.
Well, I'm not saying if they shut the now. If you shut the door on me, you by yourself. Bye.
Like
but if I block up into this, I can tell like there's a blockage. I'm like, what's wrong? Why are you blocking this, or why are you not want to talk about this? And if it's still null and void, you only get a couple more chances, and I got to go on because I'm not here for therapy.
Okay, I can see that perspective,
right? Because some people might not even know that blockage is up. Like they might have not even meant to do it.
Okay, so how
do you communicate that?
How do we get these blockages? Exactly. How do we get these? Because this is baffling me. I'm in a whole new realm here. I'm trying to.
I feel like if you're talking about certain things, I'm just giving out examples. Like
you're doing a great job, by the way.
Thank you. Like maybe you want to talk about past childhood or something. It's overlay. It's real general. Oh yeah, my birthday when I was 9 was real cute or whatever. Like okay,
you remember that?
Okay, but if you're already talking about something and then they just shut you out, like hold on, like we're having a conversation, we're communicating. Why am I shut out? And if they can't explain it to you, then at that point, I'm not here to keep chopping and chopping and chopping. And that's something that we do as women. We keep chopping because I want to fix you. I want to heal you. No, don't let you deal with what you got to deal with. And if I'm still here, once you fix it, then we'll go back and you can explain to me whatever you was going through. But you're not going to keep closing doors and shutting me down and expecting me to try to get through this block, try to climb over this mountain and all this. I don't have time for it.
Alex, what you got going on over there? It's a lot going, and I just want to hear 3 of them. That's all I need. I got some stuff to speak. I didn't even know y'all seen it like this. I'm trying to understand. I'm like, I know I've been here before, but right now, it ain't no wall that can stop me. I feel like you can put a wall up, and guess what? I'm gonna be standing on the other side of the wall with you, looking at the wall like, dang, why you got that up there like that? Like, who is this for? And he's like, how did you get over here? Oh, that was for me? I didn't even know that wall was for me. Let's just tear that down because I'm already past it. Who let me in? You did. You brought me over here on this side of the wall. Like, what is it for? And helping you identify with what is this blockage for? Like, did you not know it was there? Is it a traditional thing? Is it genetic? Like, what is this?
So blockages are caused because there is no release. You haven't released. That's just how I see it. Because if you're looking at, you're not allowing things to process. You're holding on to information. You're holding on to something that no longer serves you.
No longer exists. It only exists in your head. Like, why are you holding on to something? This is not real. It's like, let it go. Stay present in this moment, and walls you don't even know nothing about a wall. And if you do, question your surroundings. Who got walls up? Because these don't belong to me. I don't even know nothing about a wall. How did this get here? Because if people who put up blockages, right, somebody said holding on to the past. I like to say holding on to shit. Literally. Them type of people ain't boo-booing. They just holding on to stuff. And that's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. That's toxic.
That brings in toxic relationship because
exactly
you haven't even dealt with your own toxicity, and you want
what I'm saying. And then
somebody else.
You have women come in that want to fix that or figure it out, and that's not our. I feel like the more you grow and the more you mature, the more you realize that that's not what I'm here for. Like you're gonna have to figure that out. You're gonna have to figure your past out and work with that and let that go. Then, like I said, if I'm here after you figure it out, hey, maybe we can get back to our relationship.
On the other, like the ones that we can't see, like the shares that we shared. Somebody said, "Oh my, we rebuke all the off-balance pH in the name of Jesus."
Yes.
Oh my God. I didn't even tell y'all long, but that was funny. That was funny.
I think that message is for some of the younger people that are watching. Like, You don't have to try to break down somebody's doors and walls and barriers and all that. Let them figure that out, because that's how you get into toxic relationships, because they don't understand what's wrong with them, or they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to admit it. Oh, it's the past. I don't want to talk about it. Now you mad about anything. No, let that go.
Exactly.
Then you get to Robin's area. You get to Robin's stage where it's like, what's a wall? I don't know what a wall is. What's
Yeah.
that?
What is that? And that's not. And then you and like and when you in a divine space, like when you in a heavenly realm, 'cause for me, heaven is the highest level of consciousness. Like you don't want to leave. Things like walls and boundaries start to feel like you trying to take me back to jail. Like I'm free. I'm free from that. Like I'm so far from that perception that sounds scary to me. And I'm not even a fearful type of person, because you know what that's going to take you back to. And the fact that I can identify with your walls, I know that I still possess them too. And that's scary for me. But walls don't just keep things from going out, they keep things from coming in. And you think you shielding and sheltering yourself from the world, and you can't get no blessings in.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on to that little blessing you got. How you gonna multiply the seed if you just holding on to it? It ain't gonna grow in your hand. What you gonna do? Eat it when you get hungry? I'm telling you, that seed ain't gonna be enough. Sow it, let it go. And as a divine being, or as a healer, or as a woman of God, I know that even if you got these flaws or insecurities, I'm to take those and transmute them. I can't hold on to it. I can't learn your toxic behaviors in our relationship. I have to show you how to. You've had these boundaries, these limitations, these walls for umpteen amount of years, or whoever. But I'm going to show you how to get it and walk on water with it and release it and put it.
That's what I'm saying right there.
And show him how to do it, because you heal from your boundaries and your limitations and your walls. Show them how to do it.
And that's where being a mirror comes in effect.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And that's true too. Some people have grown up in a toxic household that they think being toxic is normal.
Yeah.
First of all, people who bringing heaven to earth understand that we ain't normal. So none of the normal is normal. That ain't even normal. I don't even identify with normal or toxic or none of that, you know? And it may feel toxic, but you got to do all things in truth, transparency, and honesty. And if it ain't that, it ain't nothing. What is it? What you doing?
And you got to break the cycle. Like,
true.
Growing up in a toxic household, true. I feel like our people, we are breaking cycles. Like, we're not gonna keep doing this.
Growing up in toxic households, since grandma and them been growing up in toxic households, who've been growing up in toxic households,
you can't, and you deserve better than to have to deal with someone just because they grew up in a toxic household. Hello, we all did. Hello,
you didn't grow up. First of all, you just still in that darn house. Whatever house you was in, you still there, and you didn't get the hell out of mine.
You learned.
Where you you've not learned anything. You've not learned. Talking about we've learned toxic. You didn't learn. You didn't learn that shit. You didn't learn anything. If you learned, you would have seen it and known, like identified that that's not real. That's not right. That doesn't even feel good. That's not. And when I say feel, I ain't talking about FEEL, like to your flesh. Feeling like fulfilling. Does that doubt you dwell in all day? Do that make you feel good at night? Do you feel like, oh, I can accomplish everything? No, you can't chew that. That's toxic. If it's not beneficial mutually between me and you or whatever, my finances, my education, my parenting, my family, whatever, if it doesn't benefit everything universally, it's not. It's a no. It's not real. It's toxic.
Exactly.
And I'm the
whole objective is to have that universal relationship. Like, I can come to you for anything.
Because I am anything.
That's where God is. Like, that's why God is your everything. And when you possess the spirit of God, you're unstoppable.
Woo!
Unstoppable.
Oh what? You're unstoppable and I ain't even moved yet. I ain't even moved yet. Honey, let me call this line because you get me high. Don't get to talk about it.
But that's the thing, though. Like, how do you even get to that point? Period. Like, you can speak about it, but how do you even get to that point? Period.
Growth. It takes growth.
and understanding.
Yes, you have to.
Understanding yourself. Once you sit down with yourself and you realize this and this is how I function, so it makes me happy. This is what I'm not going to deal with no more. Whether it's any type of relationship, any type of situation, I'm not taking this. I'm not doing this. You slowly grow, and then you look back and be like, "Oh, I'm not dealing with that no more." Or, "Girl, I wouldn't deal with that." I mean, you still have to deal with that, but where I am in life, I don't deal with that no more.
It's like a meme where you got the caterpillar and the butterfly saying, the caterpillar is saying to the butterfly, "You've changed." And the butterfly is responding, "That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to evolve. We're supposed to grow and mature, have understanding to move along life. That's the whole purpose we're here, is to gain understanding."
Growth and development is what else we doing? What are we doing? Our relation is growth and development. And if it's not one or both of them, I don't want it. Like, what? No, you have nothing for me because we're not growing or developing. So yeah, no, bye. And I can grow and develop on my own. I don't need people to grow and develop.
And that will be your relation. So anything that comes along to grow that's the icing on the cake to me.
That's true.
So that you'll know where your foundation is. Okay, the foundation is growth and development. However, that chamber or connection comes, we know that, okay, at the end is for your growth and development. Whichever relationship is gonna, whether,
and that affects your health. All that, like, you'll notice once you're dealing with things that are not benefiting you, any relationship, you're down, you're stressed out. You stressed out about nothing, child. Just stressed because everything around you is negative. Everything around you is toxic. So once you grow and develop and you meet like-minded people and form relations and communities with those people, then everything starts to elevate.
Hey, one thing I can hear when you said that is because I've been hearing that a lot from a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of church people. They looking for like-minded people, but you got to be careful because our demons play well together too. You got to make sure
this is true. This is true.
Because
yes,
we're trapped.
This is true.
Thinking y'all like-minded and y'all like demon.
And when I mean,
I don't know that ain't the right word, but you know what I'm saying.
What I mean by like-minded is, you know what I'm saying? Like Alex was saying, you have a connection on a certain level. Don't look for someone that connects with you at every level because that's something we need to have some negative somewhere.
You got to prepare.
Everywhere. That scares me because what are you after?
You ain't scared. I know you as fat, and I know that's the past, but you
ain't gonna scare me. But that conversation gonna halt.
Yeah,
I don't put you in my circle because now I feel like you're mimicking me. You're trying to be me. You're trying to take what I got. What's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need someone that I have different friends that I connect with on different levels. There's some friends I had to kick to the curb. We talked about this in our other set episode that you guys won't see. Sorry about that. We talked about, having to let some friends go to get other friends that, help us in different areas. Like that type of, when I say like-mindedness, that person doesn't have to be on every level as you. But I can go to a person, just pour out what I need to pour out, and they fill me back up and get me back to the level that I was hoping to be at. That's great. And sometimes you can't find that everywhere. You may have to go like this, get on a girl talk and just listen or communicate with us. We all don't think alike. We all have different perspectives, but I feel like we're all like-minded.
What Joanna Gray said is levels to friendship. How y'all feel about that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Come on, Alex.
Why always me?
Alex, come on.
Okay, it's levels to friendship. I don't know about that.
Okay, I hear you because I'm here with you. You feel me? Because
a friendship is a friendship.
Mm-hmm.
A friend is a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can have an associate. It's a level to the information that you have the access granted. So an associate, you can be, I wouldn't even say that because you're open You are to be open. You are to be the light.
Mhm.
You are to be that example. And when you come in contact with different people, it's the connection that draws you together, where they're like, it's something about you, and you just immediately connect to that person. However, they don't know anything about you, but you are still to be transparent, you're still to be honest, and you still to remain what is.
For me, any relation, for me right now in this present moment, and not going by outside forces as far as my experiences, my anything, everything has to be universal for me. Like, if you can't take care of my mind, my spirit, my body, my finance, you don't have access to me. No, I don't need you to do any of that, but I don't know where I may, need you to come take hold to. I don't know, and I need you to be able and open and willing to be able, like, well, cool. She need me to be a cook. I'm gonna come over and cook. She need me to travel with her. Let me get myself together so I can go travel with her, And because I'm that friend. If you need me to come right now, I could stop what I need to do, what I'm doing to get to you and do what I need to do for you. And universal for me, is multidimensional. It's like every aspect of you, I love it. Every aspect of you is me. Every aspect of you we're one. So if you're my friend, no, I ain't just your friend. I'm your sister. I'm your confidant. I'm your mama when your mama don't pick up the phone. I'm your auntie when you need somebody to come over here and talk some sense into you. I'm your babysitter. I'm your nanny. I'm your housekeeper. Whatever you need me to be, I'm that. And that's because that's exactly what God and the universe is to us. When you need something, he don't be like, oh, well, now you hired me as your mama. You hired me as, you only accept me as your way maker. So I'm only going to make a way. Don't ask me for no, man. No, and no, you see him as God. You see the universe as a universal thing. Whatever I need, I know I can look within myself and attract it. And I look for friends who can be whatever they need to be. Stay in an I am state. Like, yeah, I'm your friend, but I'm also your sister.
I think
categories. Go ahead.
I think that it's categories. Because I have, say, levels to friendship. I have certain friends that I know we could go turn up right now. We'll turn the club at, but I'm not gonna take you on a business trip. I have certain friends that I will take on a business trip. I have friends like Robin where anything I need, they are my everything. They are my sister. Like, I can call them. And they be my turn up friends too. But you know what I'm saying? So I think what she's saying is levels to friendships. It's just we put certain people in categories. Because I know these girls that I go out with, they're gonna make me feel real good.
You put certain doors and certain walls and boundaries and limitations on certain people.
It's because we know. We've usually tested these friends out and realized you don't work well in this situation.
If I can trust you with everything, I don't trust you with shit. You can't handle all of me. Don't come over here asking me for no pussy because you can't get it. You can't handle this crazy shit. You can't handle pussy. That's gonna be worse. And if I'm gonna be like, look, here go $400,000. Just hold it for me. If I can't trust you with that, I'm not gonna tell you my secret. Like, I can't trust you.
I ain't got that yet,
right? So, but you throw those friendships away? Like, because you might have a friend that
hold on. I think it's a comment on here.
Okay.
Here it is. Look down there. It says we outgrow certain friendships.
Yes. I get that, but you might have certain friends where you can't talk finances with. What you're trying to talk finances with. You might have certain friends
that you
cannot talk finances with.
It ain't shit you can't do.
Don't talk to Robin right now.
You can attempt to try to
you can
talk finances with her, but they're not at that mind level. They're not at the headspace as of yet. So you don't talk to those, but do you just throw them away, or do you just pray one day you manifest within them that they're gonna, they're gonna get to that level. Like, you don't want to leave them behind, because what if they're just—
Can we just tag Alex in? Because I'm about to just hang up on Jasmine.
First of all,
I'm just saying.
First of all of that was some total.
I love all my friends, like, and I was at that point one time, like I was at that point where I wasn't on certain people's levels, and I'm still growing, and I want to look up to somebody that's gonna help me reach the level that I want to get to.
Okay, and I trust y'all's judgment in whatever walk of life that y'all are in. But I can only speak for me and mine.
True.
I am not. If you can't handle every aspect of me, you won't get nothing. You won't see me. Hey and bye. Every one of y'all, I trust y'all with everything in me. And if I didn't, you wouldn't be here. And I mean it. And if y'all can attest to it, let me know. Check the
Amen. Okay. Can I speak?
No.
Okay.
No.
So first and foremost, of course, there's going to be relationships that can outgrow, but you never know that outgrowing, when y'all are apart, in a way, you're still growing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you never know if that relationship come back together and y'all hit it off. Because y'all have grown, y'all have learned and experienced certain aspects of life where you've added on to your own personal growth. That's one. Number two, the whole trying thing. And having the mindset that, okay, when you're dealing with a friendship, don't label somebody a friend if you can experience everything with. You can't, to me, and this is just personal, a friend is someone I can talk to any and everything. You're not a friend if I can express everything. You are like somebody I can hang with, somebody, okay, you're cool people. Yeah. But
I need to understand, how can you hang with somebody you can't trust with everything? If you
I don't think it's about trusting.
I don't think it's about trust either.
Yeah, I think different concept. I don't think it's about trusting.
I think it's just level. Like, through our lives, we've met different people, right, and we've had certain connections with them. Okay. Maybe they don't connect with us on. Okay, I'll use myself as an example. I'm an entrepreneur. Everybody in here probably already know that. Some of my friends, they don't understand me on that level.
A multi-million-dollar entrepreneur. Okay, go ahead.
But there are still friends that I can talk to, and they understand certain things, but their growth isn't where my growth is. So like Jasmine say, I'll find someone that is a higher level than me, and I'll befriend them because I want someone to pull me up so I can get to their level. So I have friends like,
and then at one point you're gonna be that for the friend that wasn't at that level when you were trying to speak with them in regards to being an entrepreneur.
Now I have friends that I just, like you said, trust with my whole life, and those are my go-to people. Like anything I need, those are my first one. Those are my top tier friends. Okay, but sometimes they're not all the way around. They're not here when I want to turn up in Atlanta, so I'm gonna have to go to my other friends. They may not be as business savvy or listen and understand like my top tier friends is, but like I said, I know we're gonna go stand on these couches.
Y'all got multiple personalities and all these different categories of friends and shit. I can't keep all that. So I'm sorry, maybe it's me. All my friends gonna be the ones in the club. They're gonna be the ones in the meetings. They're gonna be the ones.
What I'm saying is,
what if in the hoop?
What if they can't go?
And what if a friend really? Like, what is classified as a friend? Because I literally only have 2 friends. Literally, everybody else is they're my cousins, they're my family. And of course, the girls that I've met now, and now y'all are like my family. But I literally only have 2 friends, Kiara and Deshauna, and then everybody else is they're literally my family. Those are my cousins.
Okay, hold up, y'all. We got conversation. Can we just handle these because they flowing, and I just want y'all to answer.
Okay.
Here's one. I agree with Jazz. Everybody's mind is not able to handle everything. Here's the next one. I get what Jasmine is saying. Of course, everybody's a fan of Jasmine now.
I piggyback
on your level. People's growth periods are different. And somebody said it's not trust everyone's mindset is different. they can't relate about certain things. Small circles will solve all that. Talita, no, get off. We ain't reading it. Let's go back.
And I also think, to what Jasmine is saying, we may be calling people friends that are just really associates.
Exactly.
True.
Both
That's
Jasmine
true.
said that. You gotta
So-
identify with friends. Because if
That's
we talk about relating and relations, you gotta be able to have somebody who multifaceted. Like, how can you cater to my mind when you don't even know my spirit?
And also, we have a
Right.
lot of childhood friends that we just,
Yeah.
they're like, just in the back. You're just like, come on, girl. Come on.
Come on.
I'm trying to get you up here now. Come on.
Yeah.
And they really fall under the associate,
Yeah.
you know.
And you have to be
That's
careful
true.
who you associating yourself with, because a mansion in the middle of the projects ain't nothing but a project itself.
It's not
And
even
if
worth
you're a multi-million-dollar entrepreneur and you hanging around with homeless people, I mean, it's not a bad thing if you marketing yourself in that angle, but
I agree with the homeless
be
people.
careful. Everybody got to be on one accord. And we talked about that, right? How can y'all, what do you mean by togetherness? We got to be on one accord, walking in the same direction, because we going higher, not forward. Before you know, you're going to have an entourage of people who was there. Oh, they was my friend back when I was in middle school, and we was there. You got a car full of folks. You can't get in. You got too many folks with you. You got to be able to shed off some things. And not that you don't love them, but bag lady got to leave them bags at the crib. Like,
Bag lady.
That's what 6 seats. And all of y'all can't go. Now you got to figure out who you going to leave at the house. Somebody said pack light.
Right.
I know that's real.
Yes.
Who even said that? Oh, Alex. Come on, Alex.
Yeah, I think that's where me and Jasmine, we're talking about levels, but really they're just our associates.
Okay.
I feel bad saying it because I feel like, oh, I want you to be my friend, but now I'm thinking about it like,
I don't
no.
like that. It's kind of sad.
Oh, sad. Y'all still got sadness.
Okay, no,
Don't got nothing else.
No, because I feel like I have more feelings for them than an associate. But like you said, they're not at the friend. You know what I'm saying? I can't trust them with everything.
Right.
So I'm a pack light.
Me too.
As long as I'm on your multi-million-dollar jet, then we good.
And I got my bags packed already, so I'm ready. Y'all come by.
I don't need no bags. I'm about my shit when I get there.
She said I'm gonna shop when I land.
Because I don't even know how to. We're going in another country, so we know how to dress.
That's true.
That's true. I'm gonna lose 50 pounds by the time we make it over there, so I can't. I'll just buy it when I get there. Karina went got popcorn, y'all. I'm done.
It's so interesting to me. Like, I'm learning so much right now.
So they said snack time intermission. Okay, so anybody got anything else to say? Because I know y'all gotta go. Because we've been on here almost an hour and a half.
It's okay. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
This was good, you guys.
I just wanted to say from my segment that the importance on having relationships is definitely our mental health and personal well-being are tied up in the quantity and quality of your personal relationships. So even though sometimes it doesn't seem like it, all of that affects your day-to-day. It affects your health. It's shown that people that self-isolate do die faster than others. They have terrible health problems, and people that actually have friends, small circles actually, or they call them communities of friends, actually mental health is better, stress levels are better, health wise are better, and it's just a happier life. So I know sometimes we get down on ourselves. Even I've had this problem where I just kind of isolate myself. I don't want to deal with nobody. I'm in a bad mood.
You do. I ain't know that.
You know, I'll shut up real quick.
Doing that. That's new.
Children.
Gotcha. No, you've always
being around people, talking to people definitely lifts my mood. Even if it's just me talking to my husband, lifts my mood. Texting a friend lifts my mood. So making sure that you're around people that are good for you will definitely raise your morale.
I'm sorry, if you got a question, let me go ahead and read that. The people that are not supposed to be there will fall off because the load will get too heavy. People will be people no matter how close or far. You have to be a solid person in order to be a successful one. Support systems and friends are not the same. Decide which one you need and move forward. Awesome talk, ladies. Yeah,
And
you
that's
joined
true.
us in
That was good.
I was
True.
thinking you
That's so true.
that is
It's
true.
really about they will fall off because the load is too heavy. As long as you stand your ground and you know what you stand for and you don't shake or you don't move from your foundation,
Hey,
they
exactly. Because Brett's gonna bust a pipe or it's gonna above a diamond. Whichever one.
Yes.
So you just let me know which one you are.
Exactly.
This pressure is heavy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take that comment off. But y'all got anything y'all want to say to this comment? All right, cool.
Thanks for tuning in.
I know, right? You came with some good questions and comments. I like that. So are we close to the end, y'all? Because I gotta use the bathroom and my wine is getting real low and it's getting not chilled no more.
No chill.
Unless y'all want to do a little intermission real quick. Anybody that needs to leave, feel free to just leave. Like you ain't got to just say wave bye and
I am leaving.
all right, girl. Love you. And thank you so much.
Bye,
gorgeous.
Bye, y'all.
I love that hat. That's cute. Somebody
the whole vibe is just.
Oh, Shanice, how do we find you on social media? Can you drop that real quick?
You can find me at Shanice Sophia on Facebook, on Instagram. It is that fatty. THATFATTIE. Robin gave me that name. Long story. Maybe we'll go over one day. Maybe we won't.
No. I
think y'all should.
We're gonna go back. We in the present moment. Hey, chill out.
And that's how you guys can find me. You're freezing.
Do you have your business website, social media?
Yes, so you can find
social
us
media
at
business.
The BamaQ, or go online to www.thebamaq.com.
Cool. All right. Love you. Have a good night.
Bye, y'all.
All right. All right. She out of here. No, we ain't got nothing to talk about. Y'all just want to be on here.
Because why not? Why not? It's Wednesday night.
You're right. I'm about to go use the restroom real quick. So y'all
Me too. I really need to go
take a break because this alcohol.
Okay. Yes. Great information. Got 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Be right back.
It's 10 o'clock.
Everybody back or we ain't? Oh, we got 5 minutes. My bad.
I'm back.
Everybody back? Oh, we lost Karina. We didn't even get to tell her bye.
Oh man.
Good night, ladies. Good night. Now you look so cute.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Dude. Teach me, girl. Y'all gotta turn some lights out.
Told you these edges was looking kind of bad, so you just throw a scarf on and call it a day.
Girl, I ain't studying no edges. Sure, you can do that. Yeah, other things on my mind. Whew. Them hairpins was eating my head. I said,
Yeah, so pretty.
No,
I'm loving the red.
Girl, we got one viewer. What happened?
Oh, everybody gone?
We gotta get it together. We need to do a recap or something. Okay, I see people coming on now, y'all. Y'all done missed the whole girl talk. How y'all gonna come on now? I done took my bra off. I done took my hair down.
Lord.
Now they want to come on here. Got you. I'm joking. Hey, Allie.
We're here.
So let's recap on what we talked about earlier, because I want to know what y'all learned, because I'm sure y'all got some good tea.
You got the tea.
What did you get?
Overall, relationship plays a major, it is life. It's the way of being. It's in everything that we do. We have some type of connection, some type of relation with everything.
We're supposed to.
Yeah,
that's good.
Ideal.
I remember when we were talking earlier, when all of us got together prior to going live, we talked about the topic was relationship at first. And as we prayed, meditated together, and kind of really talked as sisters or as friends, we realized that it's bigger than relationships. It's the relationship period. It's the overall exchange between two or more entities.
Mm-hmm.
When you give your money to a cashier at a store, or when you speak to a homeless person, or when you driving down the road and somebody all in your car, that's your opportunity to be the light that you are. You know, when they in your car, they know, why you all in my car? No, that's an opportunity. You connected, whether it was through your eye gate, whether it was through your language, whether it was through an exchange of currency. That's your opportunity to show and be who you are. And for me, that's relation. I have a relationship, which is the movement of relationship with the cashier belt. You know, yes, it's for a moment. Yes, it's only quick. But we put priority on relationships that last forever. Oh, we've been in a relationship for 30 years. Yeah, but what about the ones that only lasted for 1 second? Were they just as fulfilled as the ones that you prolonged for 30 years? It should have been. You should have been a lasting memory in their mind forever, because you were part of and you connected to eternity. You should have gave them a glimpse of heaven in a moment. And that's what I feel like relation is. Being able to connect with someone else or something else. My finances should look like heaven. When people look at my finances, it should be like, wow, it's limitless. Wow, she don't have no boundaries on XYZ. You know, my language should reflect the relations that I have around me. That's why I was saying with the friendships, we can't just have people around us from the past, because they still gonna feed you that past energy that you've been shedding off. You've been working your ass off to shed these energies, but yet you still eating them. You've been working your ass off to lose the weight, but you still indulging in the chitlins. You can't do that. You can't clean your system and then allow in certain things. No, you know, and you don't have to cut them off or leave them or none of that. Really, you do. Let me not.
It will do it itself because
Yeah,
you
that's
know
my
you
biggest
different
takeaway from here. Like just learning the importance that maybe they aren't friends, maybe they are just associates.
True.
And I was just trying to hold on, you know.
You can still love people because like
Absolutely.
before on one of our prior episodes, we talked about loving somebody is not just a feeling of. It's not the FEELING of. Oh, we've been. It ain't none of that. Love is what it does. Like if they meet some people I ain't talked to, I know probably since 9th grade. They know that they can feel comfortable calling me, messaging, write me on Messenger, and just saying, "Hey, I just need somebody to talk to." Or, "Hey, do you have $20?" Even if we ain't talked, they know I'm not judging. They know that I'll be there, and they know who I am because I've always gave you the same me every time. And you don't have to second guess, like, is she gonna tell somebody? How she gonna think? I don't do that, and I never have. And that's a part. Like, and even if I have before, in this moment, and the prior moments to come, you gotta know to be who you are. That's the part of the relationship, so people can know when they need a key. Let me call the key. You know, if they need a door open, let me call the person who opened doors. You know what I'm saying? If you don't market that, you can't be mad when the people that you ain't made it to where you need to go. They don't even know you. You ain't even showed them you yet. How can I relate? I don't know you. We're not related. So that for me just stuck out with the fact that we can change something or break something or dissect something down from its original point of view of relationship because we're so quick to look at the bigger picture and how things move and ooh, it's so cute and yeah, because they a power couple and blah blah blah. But what it take for them